My best memory from this year that I will always remember is when we sailed into Grimstad, and the sails were set. It was pouring down rain. The winds were strong, and the commands were screaming like they always do. And all students on deck with their full weather gear on and eager to sail. It was amazing, and we sailed in the fog, stowing all the sails into Grimstad with fog, and we just saw some small house lights just shining up. I'll always remember it.
My best memory with this school year is I think arriving after the first Atlantic crossing of 16 days, getting to Granada, having a swim ball, and just staying with everybody, and just everybody's excited after a long 2 weeks of sea.
I don't know, it's a lot, but what comes to my mind first is when we went snorkeling with turtles as a watch bonding, and went out eating afterwards. It was very nice.
My name is Anders, and I am the Vice President of the Student Council. I want to say thank you. Thank you to our dear parents for giving us this opportunity. 2 seconds. Thank you to the fantastic maritime crew and the fantastic academic crew for supporting us through this challenging year. I also want to thank you guys. Thank you all for being yourselves, and thank you all for giving me the opportunity to get to know all of you. You are truly amazing people from time to time. At the beginning of this school year, I held an election speech where I stated, this is the original speech. At the end of this program, we will become better shipmates, better leaders, better sailors, and we will make lifelong connections. I can proudly stand here today and look you all into the eyes and see how much you all have grown. Congratulations.
Hello everyone, I'm Zoe and I'm the Student Council Secretary. This has been a year that will never be forgotten. Months full of experiences and people that will be a part of us for the rest of our lives. After countless hours on watch, physicals, classes, community meetings, galley, and shore leave, we have met the end. A time none of us were fully ready for and maybe still aren't. Our days have been so full and busy, and sometimes we forget the small things like showing our gratitude to those who deserve it most. As I want to keep this speech short, I would like to take the time to show my gratitude and say thank you. First and foremost, to our lovely parents and families who have made this year possible for every single one of us. Our maritime crews and galley crews who have spent their last months with teenagers who may sometimes complain or be lazy, and still making the sailors that sit in front of you today. Our academic crew who had made the tougher days a little easier with their compassion and sometimes small treats. And a special thanks and good luck to Bridget, who's moving on from our fantastic program. We're very honored to be your last year. As promised, to keep this short speech, I have to give a personal thanks to my watch, who's gone through so much. We'll forever be bonded. My amazing student council representatives, and my lovely friends, also known as the Breakfast Club, for embracing the authentic me in every way. It has been quite the ride this year, and I will cherish these months forever. Thank you, class of 2020.
The printer broke, so I had to bring my iPad, so give me 1 second. 10 months ago, we sat in this room as total strangers. And now 10 months later, we sit in the same room as lifelong friends. We went through so much together, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we can't thank you enough for every moment, guys. It truly means a lot to all of us. Even though we had our moments of anger, we always moved past it and made the most out of this year and made this year the most memorable of our high school careers. It means so much to me that you trusted an American from the desert to represent you as your president in front of all the teachers and all the crew. I remember sitting right up here, and I was really nervous, and then I see Liv from the back march all the way up here, full uniform, and stand up here like she owns the place, and I was just like, oh my God, she's been here for a while. But it turns out she was just like the rest of us, nervous and not sure what she was getting into. We live so far apart, we're thousands of miles away, separated by an entire ocean. But I hope that we can stay in touch so that when we visit Norway, we have a place to stay and people to show us around. On behalf of the Student Council, I would like to thank all of you for being one-of-a-kind friends and preparing each other for life in no way any other school or any other group of kids could. So I thank you guys for that as well. I would also like to give a special thank you to my Watch 6. You guys were truly the best I could have asked for, even though in the beginning I think we all didn't like each other. You guys made this year so enjoyable with our endless laughter and our constant teasing. I love you guys so much, and I look forward to keeping in touch with all of you for the years to come. I have one last thing to say, and that's to all my Norwegian friends, and that's please make it home from the Rusbus parties. You guys make it sound so intense, so please go back to your families when you're done. And a special thank you to these guys for making this year so memorable and so enjoyable. I thank you guys so much. Thank you.
For me, this school year has been a roller coaster. Ups and downs, days where I was so tired I just wanted to go home or even try my luck with an infinity swim call, to days where everyone is laughing together and I feel like I've never been happier. Standing here now, having accomplished what I have, I can definitively say that this year has changed me for the better. Before I came on this ship, I was socially anxious, and frankly, I was terrified. I had a hard time making friends at home, so living on a ship with so many people who were so different from myself and from each other seemed impossible. Over the following 10 months, I would learn to rethink the meaning of that word. I thought I wouldn't find any meaningful friendships, that I wouldn't be able to take anything out of it, and that I wouldn't even make it through. But I was wrong. I'm no longer that same person. I learned and grew thanks to the challenges that I went through. On ship, I'm known as the slot master, and during the longest sails, I was losing the drive to do it. But every time I would stand up at a community meeting to give an update, everyone would applaud just by standing up, and then again when I sat back down. It didn't matter what I had said, it only mattered to them that it came from me. Just last night, when I was stressing about this very speech, everyone again was there to support me, and it made me remember that feeling of knowing that what I was doing not only meant something, but that I meant something. It was an incredible feeling that I've not felt in a long time. This group of people made me feel loved just for being me. And words can't describe how much I love you guys. And even though our community isn't perfect, when we need one another, we are always there for each other. We have created more than just a community. We have created a family. And that's what you guys will always be to me. You taught me the value of just being myself, and you had given me the confidence in my abilities that I haven't had ever. Okay. I have more. But the students weren't the only ones that taught me things. Academics taught me the importance of balance. Working hard on something doesn't necessarily mean sitting in front of a computer working on the same assignment for 12 hours straight. And the relentless support of the academic crew proved to me that you can always get help as long as you're willing to ask for it. Maritime taught me to have fun, even when you're doing the most awful jobs, and as my classmates can probably attest, there were some pretty bad jobs. And the Maritime crew taught me that you don't have to be good at everything to still enjoy it. The galley team taught me that you can only do your best, and as long as you put your heart into it, it is what it is. And of course, thank you to my beloved Watch 2, who taught me how to be better, have confidence in myself, and how to take some criticism along the way. But There's nobody that I would have rather have as my watch more. And coming from where we were at the beginning of the year, I'll never have closer friends than you guys. And I appreciate everything that you've done for me. And that goes for you too, Paulina, my lovely ship mom. And thank you so much to my wonderful family and my mom and dad for sacrificing so much for me to be here. I am a much better person now than I have ever been, and what I've learned here won't just help me in college, but it'll help me for the rest of my life. I love you all so much more than I could ever say, and thank you for an amazing year. You'll all always have a friend and a place to stay when you come to New York. Thank you, guys.
Starboard side to the port side to symbolize your transition into the next chapter of your life. Congratulations!